welcome to another episode of Exquisite You. My name is Dhrumil. In this podcast series, we're in conversation with some amazing doctors across the country, discussing their lives, their X factor, their vulnerabilities, but most importantly, how beautifully they came out of difficult situations in their life. And one of the most colorful doctors, and visibly as well, is in front of me, Dr. Leela Vyas, who's from Jaipur. She's the former professor, unit head, IVF specialist from the SMS Medical College Jaipur. Welcome, ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you.
How are you?
Fine.
I love your hairstyle. I don't think many people have the courage to carry it the way you are carrying it.
Yes. That compliment I'm getting from everyone. And I think this has become a USP of mine.
But how did you maintain it? Now, I'm going to ask you a question because once I tried coloring it green. And in 2 wash, the color faded off and then only white patta remained. And I'm like, arey yaar, abhi kya kare? So, what's the secret to maintaining it?
Secret of maintaining? There is a story behind it, how I have started this doing.
Please tell me.
The story is like that when we were doing post-graduation, and at that time, means 84 to 87, in between that, Indira Gandhi expired in that mishap occurred. Right. And my unit head was very fan of her, and she started even crying, the one madam, that we have lost a good leader and all. Okay. That time we were thinking, oh, some leaders are like that. So somebody told me, यार हम भी कुछ करते हैं ऐसा कि जब कुछ बनेंगे, मैंने कहा कोई बात नहीं, अपन हेयर स्टाइल बनाएंगे उनके जैसा. So the time passes, and then it's around in 2013-14, one of my batchmates asked me, hey, कब बनेगी इंदिरा गांधी? I thought, yes, now this is the time, I should go with that. Then I went to my Jaipur's my hairdresser. He's also a very smart guy and very intelligent. I asked him, I want some change to do this thing. कि क्या करना है? मैंने कहा, can you do? I took a photograph of Indira Gandhi and I showed him that I wanted this white fleek. I was also thinking about that, something to do with you. Wow. Then I started with the white. I came in as association or Foxy. Everyone started calling me Foxy ka Indira Gandhi, Foxy ka Indira Gandhi. I maintained for a few years. Then I thought there should be some change. Then I became a vice president in Foxy. And then we have every month some plannings. And I thought we go with there was some color or some they say. So I always change. And today if you see my color, we are in the conference in Hyderabad. This conference brochure, if you see, that is the orange and pink color is there. So just to make, so I just go with the color, and definitely it's difficult to maintain. I have to just, that little wash it has to be given. But that my hairdresser, he's a Sanjeev from Jaipur, and he used to maintain, and he always give me time that just, yes ma'am, now you have to, next meeting is there, then you go like this. I always put that message that this color I want this time, this color is there. So that this has become the USP. Wow. And one thing is more, sometimes I call it, there is when in doctors, so many branches like the perimenopausal and menopausal age. So one of the doctor called me that, madam, can I use your photograph in our midlife management webinars? I said, why? So madam, because of your color and all that, we just put that, at this age you can maintain all this. This is the positivity towards the life. I think of that. Because every time I go changing and going, because the beauty is given by the God, and to present yourself in front of anyone, you can choose anything which you like by your heart.
Absolutely, and it's very inspiring. I think I'm going to have a color now.
Okay, definitely, I'll help you.
I'm going to take the Sanjeev's number in a while from now. You've always believed in going with the flow your entire life. You took life the way it came. Please tell me, how was the journey like? How was your childhood like?
My childhood was very exciting. I'm the youngest one in my family. Definitely mother, father, all my brother, sister, they all loved me. My eldest brother, because my eldest brother and I was the youngest sister, and he loved me like anything. Means in the family, anyone can, no one was allowed to scold me if I am doing anything. And wow. He always put in front of my mother and father, my uncle and all. Nobody can touch her. But he used to beat me. So, but he always fulfilled my need every time. If in the 10 o'clock night, I asked that I want a new shoe, then he used to take me and then brought that. So somehow spoiled child, and gradually then became, we lost my father earlier.
Okay.
But my brother was like father, so our family was balanced, and mother, everything is at. Then sometimes I thought I'll go into some, basically I wanted to go in some administrative, especially in the police or the army. First choice was my army. But anyhow, nobody has allowed me. Then they choose, somehow I was a tomboy personality. Then even our neighbors say that put her in an only girls' school. Just take out from the co-ed. I was in central school, that you can bring outside. Otherwise, you will spoil this girl. Then gradually, like 10, I entered into the medical college. Then it became my passion that I'll go there. Yes, it's not a first attempt, I have not got succeeded, and second attempt, and then tried and entered into the medical college, did my graduation, then post-graduation. Again, the post-graduation, there was dilemma within which branch, but finally the gynecologist, which is a good one. Still, so many persons are saying, oh, gynecologist life is not good, but I entered into. So, in this way, the education part came and then entered here. Simultaneously, the life was going on in family. Everyone loved me because being a youngest one, even in our cousins and all. Then got married. Married to a son of a big politician. So again, there was some pressure that you have to be maintained accordingly, all traditions and everything. And then life started, and I'm happy with that. Means in every point, somewhere you get to get settled as a doctor and all.
True.
So, but I took it all positive way, and the all family, they are supporting. So moving
That's amazing. You mentioned army, you mentioned services, but there is one common thing between services and medical is that you have to be very careful in front of your seniors.
Yes.
आँख उठा के नहीं देख सकते, जुबान नहीं लड़ा सकते, जो है ठीक है बता दीजिए. So how is it like in the medical school?
Medical school is again that. That was the time when the raggings are allowed. So once you enter in a medical college, first year you have went. First year means like a school girl, you have to be behave. You have to wear a white salwar kurta, means all your dresses to be packed inside. And we went there, we got stitched our white salwar, white kurta, red socks, black shoes. Then if you have a cut here, anyhow you have to tie, or the red ribbon you have to take. And there is a one position which we used to call it as the, when the fetus, the baby inside the uterus, the fetus is there. There is a universal flexion position.
Okay.
Universal flexion means everything is to be flexed. So your chin should be touched to your sternum here, like this. So you have to go walk it throughout in your, even in the hostel, in the medical college, means if you are going in class, you should go in the queue and in this position. You can't put your head up. So we faced all these and we enjoyed that. And still the seniors, those who took ragging, we have a very good relationship. Means I entered in medical college in 77, and till date we are in touch and we all have a very good relationship. So that was a very good thing. And always in working place also, that was in the studying time, but in the working place, once we started the post-graduation, everything means you have to listen to your seniors. You can't reply, yes. If anything is going in favor of patient, if you are saying, then again in front of, not to the teacher, that senior has not seen, means we have 3 grades, junior residents, when first year, second year and third year, 3 years courses are there. Above that, there was the lecturers. So if the second year or third year has done something wrong, or they have missed, or they have not come in the time, you have to keep mum. Silently go and correct the things and then stand in front of your professor that yes ma'am, a mistake has been done by me. So this was the time, because everyone thinks, everyone has their own time. So once you become the second year, then you think that, oh,
it's our time now.
So now, this.
और आप बड़े बेबाक रहे जिंदगी में, बड़े खुशनुमा जिंदगी रही है आपकी. बच्चों को भी आपने सिखाया है लड़के नहीं लिपटा के आना.
Yes, बिल्कुल. बेटे को भी यही कहा. I have one son, and I don't know, he was having some, genetically he was also to go into the army. He cleared his NDA, and in medical, just because of the eyesight, because I used to have myopia, my husband is also having myopia, he is also. So genetically sub comes.
Right.
And because of that number, 0.25 number, just he has been rejected from the army and he was like anything. Then I just say that the destiny is there. I was not also able to go there. You were also not that. But I was very happy if he could have been in army.
I get it. But also, apart from being bebak and loving your life, you also have very good leadership qualities. And that was right from the childhood. You always knew you were a leader. You could lead people.
Yes. That also.
But where does that confidence comes from? Because most of us are like clueless about ourselves in
I
that
think
age.
the confidence comes from one is your surroundings. If you get a freedom, means if you are doing, and one thing was in me that if I have done any mistake, I should accept that. घर में लड़ाई होती थी मेरे से मेरी बड़ी सिस्टर से. One day I took a telephone and धार फेंका and it got broken. उसने कहा अब मार पड़ेगी, दोनों को पड़ेगी, बोलना नहीं है. You just say servant was working, टूट गया. मैंने नहीं, सच्ची बात तो देख बतानी है. तो सच्ची बात बता के थोड़ा पिट जाते थे. But I was always clear that कि झूठ तो बोलना ही नहीं. So even in my career, जैसे when I become I landed into the teaching profession, in medical college services I joined. So I always ask my students, you do anything, but you just let me know what wrong is going on because we are dealing with the lives. So once I met one of my students, she went to another college as a SRship. So her professor over there, we know you very well in Gao, that your students are saying, she was also, I taught them that if any mistake has been done, because we are dealing with lives.
True.
So you just accept and just to tell that this is going wrong and we have to correct here. So I used to say, देखो ऐसा है, कुछ murder भी करके आओ ना तो मुझे बताना है. So she replicated like that. So they were saying, ma'am, आप क्या सिखा के भेजते हो? मैंने no, I mean to say that if anything happens.
True.
So means you do that time and afterwards you will have some stress.
True.
To just accept your mistakes, it gives you stress that how I'll accept in front of seniors and even in the family also. But afterwards you get relaxed. कि मैंने सब बोल दिया, अब जो भी कुछ होगा, we'll see that. देखा जाएगा जो भी होगा, like that.
और एक वक्त आया आपकी जिंदगी में, of course we go to rewind it back to your teaching days, but before that एक वक्त ऐसा आया जब आपने कहा मैं इलेक्शन लड़ूंगी और आप खड़े भी हुए इलेक्शन में और फिर आपके साथ वो हुआ जो राखी सावंत के साथ नहीं हुआ. You got more votes than her.
That was from my husband. He told, my son told me, मम्मा यही होने वाला है कि एक वोट मिलेगा जैसा. तो my husband told कि नहीं बेटा ऐसा नहीं कर, इतनी इज्जत नहीं खराब कराएंगे, क्योंकि I forced her to go into that election. तो मैं भी एक वोट दूंगा. Then I asked him that you have to stay. You have to also vote me. So we were three. So we were in the queue to going for that voting. मैं कहा देखो प्लीज मेरे को करना और किसी को नहीं करना. So that also I got it. So I just contested because I have contested elections since beginning.
Right.
The class monitor, and then in medical college as a girls captain, and all things we have the election. So I had that experience कि election लड़ना है तो कैसे लड़ना है.
So ma'am, elections, politician, और इतना such things don't go hand in hand. I don't think you are somebody who's going to hide anything. You walk with your heart on your mouth.
That's why I have not entered into the politics. Basically, the Indian politics, all that. I'm contesting. Yes, definitely have this craze to become do the leadership,
Right.
to become a leader in a different way.
Right.
Frankly speaking, since beginning, if I was standing for the class monitor, if 2 or 3 students, the teacher used to, once I won that result for the class monitor, but my teacher that now you will not become monitor. Why? Because you are the most notorious person and you allow everyone to do that. And the most sincere person they have made the monitor. And when she used to write, हमारे टाइम में ऐसा होता था, ब्लैक बोर्ड होता था जिसमें नाम लिख देते थे कि किस किस ने क्लास में शैतानी करी है. Those who are, तो उनको लेके and then टीचर आते ही नाम से 1, 2, 3 and then out, class out. So finally that the girl simple, वो जब भी टीचर लिख दे, then we used to go and rub all the names. Then finally the teacher asked me, now you become the monitor. And yes, I want that. Now I'll control the class. So like that, if you are doing, means, देखिए, basically by profession we are the doctors.
जी.
And we are dealing with all educated mass, means our surrounding is that. Indian politics is something different, and I'll not blame that, झूठ क्यों बोला, ये क्यों करा, वो करा. I think it become a system.
It's
And
become a system.
we have accepted that. The reason being that if we have done some revolt since beginning, तो कुछ change होता. But that system is there. But yes, the politics word, politics is another thing.
Absolutely.
To become a leader and to lead your associations, your all these things, it's not required that you will be, means you have to cheat anyone or you are
True.
not fair. Means with the fair and with the truth, you can lead your association. You can do all work, no problem. I don't think so.
Absolutely.
That you
But
require.
jokes apart, the assembly elections, you stood for the VP elections of Foxy. You won it.
Yes,
And
I
what an
won it.
amazing work you have done. So that proves that to be a leader, you do not have to be a politician. You don't own right.
Right.
You can bring about changes.
Yeah.
And then talk to politicians that, such changes need to be made in the country.
Yeah,
You
that is
influence
what-
policies.
Because I know, I come in, I got married to a political family, and I saw my father-in-law, such a honest person. We all were thinking that we will get something, but we got nothing. क्योंकि कहीं छुप के तो नहीं जाएगा ना मिलेगा. As my from on my this parent side, that my brother, he always led his associations and all. My sisters, they were the AVPP presidents and all. So we all have that. Some genetically we have that. Everyone has the leadership, and everyone has to have courage to do the things. And family support was always there.
Right.
So also from the in-law side and from the my parents' side, I always get this. And we all try to give. Not me and my sisters and all. One of my sisters is a big entrepreneur. Another is just retired as a inspector of schools, and in education she was there. So we always tried our next generation that you all free to do as you want to do. We have never restricted anyone, because we not got any restriction from our elders, and we have just passed it on that everyone should grow as per they want.
Which is so true. Ma'am, rewinding our life a little back to the phase when you started as an assistant professor, and it is said that your students loved you. Also one of the most beautiful phases of your life.
Yeah, that is the most beautiful thing. If we start from the medical college, all my juniors, we have, one thing we used to see that, अभी तो आर्ची showroom and सब बंद हो गए. That was the time when the cards were there. So how popular you are, on your birthday night, means after that 12 o'clock or that, वो तो hostel में तो उठ के नाश्ते से, how many cards has been put on your door? That gives how popular you are. So all our juniors and all, whether they are bringing from Archies and all that, this was our identification how popular you are. So I always got my juniors from there.
So that was the like, shares and subscribe in
वो
those
like
days.
share and that. These were all physical things. अभी तो क्या होता है कि आपने कुछ डाला, WhatsApp मैसेज धाड़ आ रहा है, उस वक्त हमारा physical होता था, and you get all that. Your door is beautifully decorated by the cards. Then you become, as you were talking, assistant professor. Yes, I entered just after completing my MS. I entered to the medical college services, and all the juniors. Because one thing was in my mind always, by choice I come into
Right.
this teaching profession. I thought that it will be a very good thing. Yes, definitely you can do for your students and all. So to give them what the student wants, to teach them.
Right.
अभी क्या हुआ, जैसे the books you can read, but the practical thing which you have. So I had that confidence. If I am allowing my junior to do a surgery, I never left them alone, that you do as per you. But I always stand side by of them, and then taught them that how to perform this surgery. So many students that they are coming, they say, first cesarean, madam, aapne karaya tha. First this thing you have just taught me. So like that, because we brought some change in our institute. We have been scolded by our seniors, what they are doing. You are allowing all your juniors to do the surgery. Ma'am, this is required, please. We are taking responsibility, because if I am allowing my my student to do the surgery, the whole responsibility is mine.
Absolutely.
And that responsibility, if you are standing side by. So we used to have that, because we have to do duties whole night, 12 hours duties. pending cases are there. The labor room is full of all patients are there. You have to do 7-8 surgeries in the night, and you have to also observe the patients. And other all parts, the post-operative cases, you have to. We are in the gynae, so other department calls we have to attend. Right. So we always make the means कहते हैं ना माहौल बनता था कि just yes, my duty started 9 o'clock in the night. Yes, 9 to next day morning 9 we have to work. What are the cases? What are the things? Just to have a coffee, and then somehow thoda sa hota tha. The boys, those who were the residents, either from the anesthesia department or the pediatric department. Means 3 departments are working: anesthesia, pediatrics, and gynecologists. So nowadays, there's so many boys are coming in the gynae department.
Right.
Initially in the pediatrics and anesthesia was the boys. Then I used to say, "Madam, ठीक है, क्या खाना है? अब तुम लोग जाओ." So there was a bus stand nearby to our. That I know the delivery system, no? No Swiggy, no Zomato, nothing was there. So one person has to go. So you finish all work, go to outside and bring something to ice cream and all. Then we have to. So we have that fun in that. And I was assistant professor of almost 18 years. So you can imagine how many students we have. And I think in my life, always if I think of that, I'm remembering anything, that gives you strength.
True.
That so many persons that are around you and as and when you require. हम लोग यही कहते हैं जैसे भी डॉक्टर जी से यार बीमार पड़े तो तुम ही लोग संभालने वाले हो. So doctor has to choose. So always to prepare your juniors, so they will take care of yours.
How amazing, how amazing. So well put into words. But this was also the time, the college time, when you fell in love with cricket. You
Yes.
took a hat trick, you got into the district team, and guess what? Till date, you play cricket.
Yes, we have started that match. Few of our Jaipur doctors, they planned it is in 2008. We have started that, playing that. We made a women's team, and all there is in means everywhere now. All doctors has become a very health conscious. Everyone is having that extracurricular activity. Previously, we used to see the means. If you are becoming a professor, means once you promoted from assistant professor to associate professor, and you have to become a very serious person and go straight, all teaching, all thesis and all you have to see. You are not allowed to talk here. We thought that would be a stressful life. You start with playing that. And again, there's so many doctors who are only in practicing. That gives a very stress.
True.
So the time has changed. Everywhere, they all are coming forward. And we established in Rajasthan that we call it as a DPL, Doctors Premium League. And we started with that. We asked our seniors we want to donate some money, and that we collected and then given to money. And definitely the male team was also associated with us because they have started, they manages the things. And the girls team is going, and very means all till date, we have every year we have matches. And I'm the part of that till date.
Wow.
So many of the seniors, means we 2-3 from the means my batch, we are still continuing and we are playing cricket.
So you're a bats person, ball person, or all-rounder?
I was all-rounder, and fielding is the best my part. Bowling because we have to do कितने लोग होते हैं कि भाई करना ही करना. So we used to get the wides खूब देते हैं. हम लोग opposite team जो team मतलब उनके bowler जितने wide देंगे ना उससे अगली team जीत जाएगी. Those who restrict the white balls, they will win. So yeah, my bad. So once we were playing, so I threw the ball was not reaching up to that. For few days I have a pain on this shoulder part while doing surgery and all. I was not able to recognize white, and then when I threw the ball जब तक wicket तक नहीं गया, then there was a hooting कि मैच छोड़ दो मैडम, खेलना छोड़ दो. Somebody asked me that छोड़ दो. Very next, same evening, I went to the orthopedician. You just check me what happened, because there is something missing in this hand. That's why I'm not able to throw that ball. Then I have been diagnosed as one of the ligament is torn. So I got the surgery done. And that was because not but the playing, it was also the surgery and all
True.
which we are doing, because this is the professional hazard. After that, stopped doing bowling. But still, as and when required, I used to do bowling. But the fielding is the best thing. I never allow the ball to go out.
Wow.
So, and if I'm in the slip, so I take all the catches up there.
How amazing, how amazing.
So these are the two positions. Either I'm on the boundary or so according to the player, I used to do this.
We can't wait to see one of the matches.
We'll show you that.
Ma'am, to end this interview, what is the legacy you want to leave behind? What do you want to be remembered for?
Remember, that's one is the positivity, and कहते हैं जो दिल चाहता वो करो. That you should do. If you have passion for anything, you always do. I always say that you do as you want. Definitely for that you require your support from the family also.
Right.
So I'm lucky one. My husband, he is physician. He always supported me what I'm doing. The family members. My son is also that you do. He always pushes me. Do everything that if I explain that I want to do this and that, he says, no mama, you do that. So I'm getting, and all my sisters and all family members, they all support. All my friends, they support. Kar, and they sometimes say, Kood ja, jo bhi karna do. So my next, I'll try that again for the other positions in our association. So I'll do that. So everyone, I just keep that. Be positive, be happy, and yes, respect each other. That is very important. Whether
So
you're junior, you're senior, you have to respect others. That is important.
Absolutely.
So you should not be blunt. इतना भी नहीं मस्ती करो, but should not be very blunt.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am. It was such a pleasure meeting you. And the life is as colorful as the hair. And I can't wait to see how you're going to surprise us the next time with different color.
Definitely.
More power to you, more successful positions to you, and more experiences to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.